Hi friends, I'm Juani and welcome to Juani's house. In today's video is part 8 of my 12 days of Christmas, and we are going to make a planter lantern centerpiece to go at my front door. Now, I wanted to create something that will kind of capture the essence of my front door so you kind of know what to expect when you come inside. So I have this little planter here that I use all the time, and I plant in it, and you see there's soil still in here, so I kept the soil in here so it would be stable. And then I have this wreath that I purchased from Michael's, and I have my lanterns. You guys have seen these lanterns. I got them for such a good price a couple of years ago, and I'm going to use them. Now my pot, I don't have enough soil in the pot, so I'm going to use this box to give it some height. And then I'm just going to... So now that I have the box here, and around it you see I've used some balled up newspaper, and that's so that the box is secure. And I'm just pressing everything down, and then with some of the branches of the wreath, I'm going to cover all of the paper up and cover the box so you will not see that. So I'm gonna now take this poinsettia here. I had an abundance of poinsettias, and that was like very fitting because my theme this year is like traditional glam, and poinsettia is a very traditional flower to use around the holidays. So I'm just gonna take it off the stem, and then we will begin to attach the poinsettia into the area of this decoration. Now I want to make sure I have the door open, so I want to make sure that I don't put this flower so that it will impede you opening and closing the door. So I'm going to place it here with some glue, and then we'll begin with our other embellishment. So now we have the poinsettia attached, and so it's time to add some other embellishments. So I have this beautiful tartan plaid ribbon that has like the red velvet in the middle, and then I had some other ribbon that I've used for past projects. I always try to recycle my ribbons, and I use them year after year on various projects. So I'm going to like intertwine both of these ribbons to make a loop, and then we are going to attach the ribbon just by simply wrapping it around one of the pine branches. Now, because we are using two ribbons, I want to, when I attach the ribbon, I want to kind of twist it so that you can see the shiny gold ribbon also, because it's also an accent. Gold is another one of the colors that I'll be using in my home. So I wanted to make sure I carry the same theme that you will find inside on the outside. Now I'm going to cut my ribbon 3 different times so I can place the same hoop on various parts of our decorative piece. So I want one on the left side of the poinsettia, one on the right side of the poinsettia, and one in the back. Don't worry about when you attach them to the pine needles, because we are going to hide all of that with some more embellishments. So now I have my red shatterproof ornament, and so if you have the round ones, if you have some that look like teardrops, this is where you begin to attach them. So just with a little bit of hot glue, I'm going to begin attaching my ornaments. So I have some shiny ornaments, some that are glittered, some that are matte in the colors that I'm using. And you can use anything. You can also begin to intertwine some of your picks, and you will see a little bit later. I'll be doing the picks also. So wherever you have the ribbon, and this is where you're going to hide your attachment, where you wrap the pine needle around the ribbon, you're going to begin to kind of camouflage that with all of your embellishments. I'm adding these beautiful, huge frosted pine cones. These pine cones are so pretty. I picked them up from Hobby Lobby, and I knew that I was going to use them somewhere in my decor, but this was the perfect DIY, and they look great. It brings a lot of life to this piece. And this DIY, these lanterns were actually inspired off some that I saw in Hobby Lobby, and I knew that I can create mine for a whole lot less money. I have my planter here on a piece of cardboard, which makes it so easy to turn around. That's how I decorated this. I continuously turned it around, and I placed items where I saw it needed some decor where it was empty, and I just continued to turn it around until I created the lantern, the planter that I envisioned. And I am really loving the outcome. And as I turn it around, I think that I have the bottom portion looking fantastic, and now I need to work on the decoration for the lantern. Now, because I have a lot going on down here at the bottom, I wanted, however I decorated the top of my lantern, to be fairly simplistic, and once again I want to bring some greenery into it. So I have some more picks that I purchased from one of the craft stores. I'm going to use these really nice red holly berries, and as you see, the greenery is also flocked on there, which goes very well with our flocked pine cones. I'm just going to glue it all together on the stem and to make one solid pick. Now this pick also has some a little small pine cones, and on here is really pretty, and it brings more of the naturalness to this area, to these picks. So I have two of these, and I'm going to connect them together, and they are going to create the topper for my lanterns. Okay, so now I'm going to take some of the same ribbon that I used in the bottom, and I'm just going to tie it up into a knot, and then we'll begin to attach our picks, and we're just going to have one on each end, and I glued them together so it would make one complete pick, and we will just intertwine it in the knot. Now the last step is we need to add our candle. These LED candles are some that I already had, and they're on a timer, so they're on for 4 hours, and then they're off for the duration of the time, so they come on at the same time, and so they look really pretty in here. If you wanted to, you can put some type of holly berries in the lanterns, but I chose not to, and this is the final result. These lanterns, these planters turned out so beautifully. They are very festive. I think that they give off the mood and the feeling of what to expect when you come into my house, and that's exactly what I wanted. I wanted to greet my guests, and I also greet myself when I come home every day. So guys, I hope you enjoyed day 8 of my 12 days of Christmas. We're taking it outside now, and then we'll work our way back in. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you're new to Juani's house, I would love for you to subscribe. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you will be alerted to any of my upcoming videos. If you have any questions regarding this DIY, please don't hesitate to ask. So guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video, but before I go, you know what I always say: the next time you're in town, you can always stop by Juani's house, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.